Hello everyone, welcome back to another Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire video. In this video, I will be discussing Game of Thrones Season 1, Episode 1. The episode starts from Castle Black, where 3 rangers made an expedition beyond the wall. Waymar Royce, the leader of the ranging party, asked Will to investigate some troubling sound heard from afar. Will came back with a disturbing report of seeing some strange dead bodies never seen before. They all agreed to return back to the wall to inform the others, but Waymar Royce insisted to go further to investigate the cause of the events. The decision to approach the scene resulted in the death of the 2 rangers, leaving terrifying Will no choice than to desert the night watch. At Winterfell, Lord Eddard Stark, popularly known as Ned Stark, rules the North with a stern but honourable hand. The family is introduced in a state of domestic peace, with Ned and his wife Catelyn watching their sons Robb, Bran, Rickon and Jon Snow, Ned's bastard son, practice archery, while their daughters Sansa and Arya are seen sewing. This peace is broken when news arrives that a deserter from the Night's Watch has been captured. Ned takes his sons Robb, Jon and Bran to witness the execution, teaching them that the man who passes the sentence should swing the sword. Note that there is another boy in the company who also serves as Ned's squire, Theon Greyjoy. Theon Greyjoy came into the service of Ned Stark as a highborn hostage to ensure the loyalty of his father, Balon Greyjoy, after his failed rebellion against the Iron Throne. After Balon Greyjoy's rebellion was crushed by King Robert Baratheon, Theon was taken from his home on the Iron Islands as a political captive. The purpose of this was to prevent Balon from rebelling again. If he did, Ned Stark, as Robert's Warden of the North, would be expected to execute Theon. Though Theon's life was a guarantee for his father's good behavior, his day-to-day life was that of a ward. He was raised alongside the Stark children in Winterfell, received the same education and martial training, and was treated with courtesy due to his high birth. The Night Watch deserter Will desperately warns Ned about the White Walkers, but Ned dismisses this as the ramblings of a madman, asserting the Walkers have been non-existent for thousands of years, and beheads him. On their return journey, the Starks discover a dead stag, the sigil of House Baratheon, and a dead direwolf, the sigil of House Stark, with a stag's antler lodged in its throat. They find 6 direwolf pups nearby. Despite initial reservations, Ned is convinced to let his children keep them, with the 5 true-born Stark children each taking 1, and Jon Snow discovering a 6th albino runt for himself. Jon Arryn's body is laid in state at King's Landing, where Cersei Lannister wonders whether Jon Arryn informed the king of what he knew about them before his untimely death, with Ser Jaime Lannister assuring her if that was the case, both of their heads would be on spike. Jon Arryn died with him, whatever he knew or didn't. I want you to note this because the secret was not mentioned and will play a crucial role in the events to come. Soon after, a raven brings news that Jon Arryn, the Hand of the King, has died. Catelyn Stark receives a secret message from her sister, Lysa Arryn, who claims the Lannisters murdered her husband and that the king rides for Winterfell in person. This news is quickly followed by the arrival of the royal court at Winterfell. King Robert Baratheon, Ned's old friend, reunites with him warmly, a stark contrast to the cold demeanour of Queen Cersei Lannister. In the crypts beneath Winterfell, Robert offers Ned the position of Hand of the King. He also proposes a marriage alliance between his heir, Prince Joffrey, and Ned's eldest daughter Sansa, which Ned reluctantly accepts. Their conversation reveals key backstory. Years earlier, Robert led a rebellion that overthrew the Targaryen dynasty after Prince Rhaegar Targaryen allegedly kidnapped Ned's sister Lyanna, who was Robert's betrothed. Across the narrow sea, in the free city of Pentos, the last Targaryens are introduced. The exiled, cruel Viserys Targaryen has brokered a marriage between his sister, Daenerys, and Khal Drogo, the powerful warlord of a Dothraki Khalasar. In return, Viserys will receive Drogo's army to invade Westeros and reclaim the Iron Throne. Viserys is abusive and threatening toward Daenerys, telling her he would let Drogo's whole tribe lay with her if that's what it took to get his army. Back to Winterfell, the royal feast features the arrival of Tyrion Lannister, and Benjen Stark, who rode from the Night Watch to celebrate his brother's appointment as Hand of the King and Jon Snow, making it clear when he leaves with him. Tyrion offered a piece of advice to Jon Snow to accept being a bastard so no one can hurt him with it, reminding him of his own state with his father. At their wedding, Daenerys receives 3 significant gifts: a set of books about her homeland from the exiled knight Ser Jorah Mormont, who swears his service, and 3 petrified dragon eggs from their host, Magister Illyrio. The wedding is a savage affair, and the scene ends with a terrified Daenerys as Drogo consummated their marriage on the beach. Back in Winterfell, the episode builds toward its climactic moment. Ned's young son Bran, an avid climber, scales the walls of the castle for one last climb. He enters an abandoned tower and accidentally witnesses Queen Cersei and her twin brother, Jaime Lannister, engaged in an incestuous affair. To protect their secret, which, if revealed, would prove that Cersei's children are not Robert's heirs, Jaime grabs Bran. After a brief, chilling exchange, Jaime declares, "The things I do for love," and shoves the boy out of the high window. Bran's body plummets to the ground as the credits roll. Let me know what you think down below. Kindly like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more exclusive videos. Thanks for watching and see you soon.